Hi, I'm Rebecca, and welcome to my podcast, Smashing Through with Rebecca.x. I am so excited you're here on this episode. Topics include life, business, mindset, full of kick-ass content and high energy. Enjoy the podcast, and remember, you too can smash through and keep going always. Release any blocks that you have. So you may be holding on to negative thoughts, negative beliefs and feelings. And if you're holding on to them, especially in the body, you're blocking yourself from whatever it is that you want to have, something that you might want to achieve or experience or create, or even a place that you want to go to. Okay, because all of this negative stuff is kind of depleting you and actually taking over. And this can actually stop you in your tracks for hours, even days, weeks, months, or even decades if you allow it to. So the toxic feelings and emotions are and can be very, very strong. And if they're tied to a person, a place, or a thing, it can actually infiltrate your mindset and your nervous system and your soul. And therefore, the ripple effect is it stops you from pursuing all the goodness in your life, because obviously you've got the blockage, you've got the brick wall there. And it's like you are walking around and you've got this black cloud all over yourself constantly all the time. And what you've got to do, you've got to dig deep into the fears and the negative mindset, the negative emotions, the negative feelings, and go into the core of everything and the views that someone else has programmed you with, that is actually ruling your life and taking over your life, so that your underlying thoughts, beliefs, and values are all negative. BS and all of that. So in order to reframe and reprogram yourself so that you feel good, you feel better, you're in a positive way of life, you've got empowering values and beliefs, and you can actually transition and change everything so that you can live a truly incredible and wonderful life without chaos and drama, you have to acknowledge what is going on, how you feel about it, which that is the first step. And it's a really, really big one as well, in order for you to then be able to foresee everything and then move forward. So with you doing that though, you've got to be open and vulnerable to allow yourself to go to the source and the core and the root of the issue that's blocking you. Because obviously you've got to release all of the blocks that you have. You've got to really, really step into and take courageous, brave steps, have time and patience with everything, and all of that needs commending. Because when you do that, you're going to feel emotional, you're going to feel vulnerable, you are going to have so many questions, you're going to be questioning yourself, you're going to feel overwhelmed, you are going to basically stop yourself in your tracks because you're going to question yourself and kind of try and talk your way out of stuff, because obviously the negative takes over. So there's a few questions that I want you to ask yourself. So think about how you'd like to feel achieving your dream, desire, or goal. What is on your heart? What is on your mind? What is it that you would like to achieve? What do you want to accomplish? How would you feel achieving it? Would you be smiling? Would you be excited? Would you be elated? Would you be happy, joyful, at peace? What are the feelings? You need to get into the feeling vibration of everything. And then another one is also think about how you'd feel getting the car that you desire, or moving house to your forever house, or getting the promotion you want, and being paid, at that rate, and getting paying clients and customers. How would you feel getting all of that? And also think about how you'd feel traveling to the place. If you've got a list of all the places in the world that you'd like to visit, or all the experiences, all the day trips, everything, like going to the beach or the city or anything else, what would it feel like? Okay, and then when you've answered all of those questions for yourself, what I want you to do is think about what it would look like for you. So in those moments, because everything is personal to you, obviously, you've got the feelings and emotions and thoughts in the process of everything. What I want you to do is close your eyes, take a deep breath, and then imagine it right now, that you've got all those things right now. So what does it look like? Are you smiling? Okay. Now, the thing is with doing this exercise, it is easy to imagine achieving things because obviously it's in your head. It's another thing being in the right mindset of actually taking action and actually doing the thing. Okay. It takes you being bold and stepping forward to know that you can't keep going around in circles all the time. You can't keep staying on that roundabout. You've got to jump off at some point, okay, in order to experience the different things, but you can't keep having the same things going on for days and weeks and months and decades. You need to change it. You need to bring your A game. You need to play the card. And you also need to know fully and deeply and truly believe that you can and will achieve anything you set your mind to, because you will, because you choose to, making that decision. But you've got to do the mindset work and release all the blocks and negativity that's holding you back first. Okay, you've got to dig deep. You've got to go to the source and the core of all of that. And it's all about seeing and knowing that what you want to do, what you want to be, what you want to have, what you want to create is worth more than obviously your fears and the holding back and all the negative programming and all of that. And it's much more valuable to you to really stepping forward to taking action on it, because that's what you want to do, that's what you want to be, that's what you want to have, that's what you want to create, rather than you being stagnant and stuck in the feelings, emotions of where you are right now, or even remaining in the same place that you are right now, like in 10 years time or anything. All right. So it's all about getting deep into the knowing of that, with moving mountains, taking action, running the course, doing the things, showing up and everything. It is really, really powerful to do. Okay. And it is all about mindset. It's actually transitioning from the negative to the positive, changing things around, reframing, and knowing that you can turn and reprogram yourself and turn everything on a 360. Okay. You have a choice. It's up to you. So what I want to do, I want to share with you something negative that happened. So I had a negative thing that happened, and I didn't like America or Paris. And it was deeply rooted in me from an experience, okay? Even though I'd never been to either place, it was an experience. So what happened was that I was given an opportunity, and it was going to a Mentors Millionaire meeting. Well, guess what the choices were? Paris and New York. So because I live in England, France is only over the water and it's closest, so I can kind of nip over there whenever I wanted to, if you wanted to get technical, right? Whereas New York, I'd always wanted to go since the 1990s, when I'd seen Sleepless in Seattle, you know, when they go to New York and all that. So I always wanted to do that. So what I did, I wasn't going to give up on this opportunity in any way, shape or form. What I did, I had to do the deep inner mindset work to release all the blocks, because I wanted to go to New York, and I smashed through all of the blocks holding me back, reframed everything in order for me to be okay and for me to be settled and me to be at peace with going to New York. So I started to identify the positives and negatives. I started diving deep and unveiling what I already knew, that the thing had happened was years ago, even though it was negative, but I couldn't allow that to hold me back. Otherwise, it stopped me in my tracks, and, you know, it stopped me from traveling and experiencing all of these amazing locations in the States and everything else. So for myself, because I mastered mindset and been doing this thing for years, it took me a week of constant mindset work, shifting the old reprogramming, okay, the old thoughts, turning everything into positive beliefs and values, and making sure that I was taking a leap of faith in myself, trusting myself, reprogramming, looking at all the pictures, watching Sleepless in Seattle, doing all the things I needed to do in order to program myself that I was going to have an awesome experience and making memories and meet my mentor in person and having an amazing time. And I did it. I got on a plane in 2014, went to Heathrow, got on the plane, went to New York. It was absolutely incredible. And the feeling that I had knowing I conquered the block and released it all was absolutely outstanding. Since that point, I've been to New York 5-6 times. I've been to San Francisco, St. Louis, Las Vegas twice, Salt Lake City, Grand Canyon twice, and many more places. And I'm truly grateful. But I know if I hadn't shifted and released all the blocks surrounding it and did the mindset work, I'd never have gone. I'd never have met the people that I've met, the friends that I've met, the experiences that I've had, all of these things. But with working your way through your blocks and releasing them and rewriting yourself a new program, it's going to be inspiring for you, it's going to be motivational, and it's going to be incredible. But only you can hold yourself back. Only your mindset can stop you. So you've got to rewrite all your stories. Do not allow anything from the past to define you, hold you back, or kind of rob you of your future and the life that you could have, the fulfillment, the joy, the happiness, the making memories, the fun, and everything. And if I can do it, so can you. You know, even though I master your mindset, and you may think, oh, well, it's easier said than done. It isn't. It is all about mindset. It is all about pushing that. It is all about releasing the blocks, regulating the nervous system, reprogramming yourself, but it can be done, and I'm living proof. And I continue to release blocks throughout my path and journey on many different things all the way through. Okay, so releasing any blocks that you have is going to be paramount for you to move forward. And I have a wonderful guided journal for you. It's called the Belief Clearing Mindset and Affirmations Journal. Okay. And you can get it at Rebecca.x.com/journals. And it's all on there. But what I want you to do is know that your life is yours for the taking. You can't play small. You need to shine brightly. Don't hold yourself back. Don't let anything stop you in your tracks. You need to release. You need to do the work. You need to show up. And you need to really, really push yourself to be bold and leap and have the best life possible. I'll see you on the next one.